Speech. In linguistics, speech is a system of communication that uses spoken words as sound symbols. The study of speech sounds as spoken language is the branch of linguistics known as phonetics. The study of sound changes in language is phonology. The phonemes of English are determined by an analysis of words or parts of structures of connected speech. And as we have suggested, they are abstractions for what is actually heard in connected speech. All allophones are sounds so nearly similar to one another to we discount the differences. The variation in prominence is mainly due to three properties of syllables which can be heard in connected speech: stress, length, and pitch. Stress. In fact, that in the utterances of sounds in English, there occurs what is called stress. Length is the comparative duration of time taken for the utterance of a symbol, and symbols can be said to be either long or short, depending mostly on vowel length. Although position in relation to one symbol, other may sometimes affect length, as for instance with words like had and bad, which may be longer if uttered in isolation or with particularly strong emphasis, although short in some positions. Pitch is the relative frequency of the sound waves which utterances produces in the atmosphere. The greater the frequency, the higher the tone of the sound. The combination of circumstance, strength, length, and pitch results in what is called as some syllables as having greater accent than others. It should be remembered that the three ingredients of accent do not always occur together in the same amounts. That is to say, in normal circumstances, the same word is accentuated always in the same way. Although there are no hard or fast rules about how a word should be accentuated, it does not follow, for instance, that because a word has two syllables, that the second one or the first one should always carry the heavier accent. In some words such as number, flourish, and daily, the first syllable is accented and the second one unaccented. But in such words, delight, despair, and revenge, this pattern is reversed. Associated with the accentuation of words, there is a fourth element called the quality of speech sounds. The word intonation as meaning a contrastive variation in pitch levels in utterances. In any group of syllables in connected discourse, there will be one syllable which is more prominent than its immediate neighbors. We may call this syllable the nucleus of a tone group. Thus, in utterance, all of us were surprised we didn't hear from you. There are three tone groups as we have indicated above. The nucleus of each is all, prized, and here respectively. There are four types of nuclear accent which can be observed in tone groups in English: falling nucleus, rising nucleus, falling, rising nucleus, rising, falling nucleus. Falling nucleus. Here the syllable which carries the nuclear accent may start at one of two pitch level and fall to a lower one. It may start at the highest or comparatively highest pitch level from the voice, as in it was a rhyming, where rhyme is the nuclear syllables, fall to the lowest or comparatively lower pitch. Or it may start from a lower pitch then comparatively highest and fall away from that, as in where have you been. Where been is the nuclear syllable. A rising nucleus. Here the syllable which carries the nuclear accent may start from a comparatively low pitch and rise to a higher one, as in I shall go. Where go is the nuclear syllable. A falling rising nucleus. Here the syllable which carries the nuclear accent may have a rise and fall in itself, as in there they are. Where there is nuclear syllable, sometimes when the nuclear syllable is followed by an unaccented one, the rise may be continued into this follow syllable, as in I will be get them now. Where I will be is the nuclear syllabus. A rising falling nucleus. Sometimes a falling nucleus may have a rise in pitch before it, as in it's over, it's now or never, where now is the nuclear syllable. Some linguistics recognize what they call intonation contours and refer to four pitch levels: low, midway, high, and extra high. And to three direction in which pitch may move at the end of sequences of pitches: falling, rising, and level. What all this amounts is to that it is possible to distinguish about 9 different tones in English, of which some may be called kinetic, others static. Juncture in linguistics is the manner of moving transition between two successive syllables in speech. This distinction that is heard in speech between nitrate and nitrate is not in the sound of phonemes or their alphons, nor is the stress pattern, but in the transition between the syllables of each pair. But in some pronunciation, a pass will be heard between, say, night and rate will enable the listener to distinguish the sounds made by the utterances of those two words from the sounds made by the utterance of nitrate. Some linguistics would make this pass into phoneme since it's